Hey, so it's me and my son Solomon, and we're gonna go ahead and do a movie review on the newest Transformers. What was the name of it?
Transformers: The Last Night, the fifth one.
The Last Night. We saw it the other day, and the only reason we're doing this a month later is because it came out a month later in Mexico, and I was waiting for him to come on vacation. So, what did you think about the movie, Solomon?
Uh, it was somewhat enjoyable. It wasn't the. It was.
It was a
wasn't-
letdown.
It was a letdown.
It was a
wasn't the
letdown.
worst, but it was a letdown.
I mean, it wasn't. It was like worth watching, but I would definitely wait for Netflix or Redbox because they let us down. I thought the last movie was a letdown leading up to this movie, so I was super excited. But I think they forgot the name of the movie was Transformers, and not the Mark Wahlberg special or the Anthony Hopkins reunion special. And they kind of took us to humans and forgot about the Transformers until the end of the movie, and then they just kind of throw it in there. So, I mean, there's a couple things that I thought was wrong. I thought they could have cut about an hour out of the movie. Because what happened at the beginning of the movie?
So the movie is filled with exposition, but really all you need to know in the beginning of the movie, it's medieval times, and it takes place during this war, this battle between King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table against these other barbarian men. They're taking a battle. So the knights are waiting for Merlin to come with his so-called magic.
Who was just a drunk and discovered the Transformers and
Yeah.
kept their secret.
Just kept their secret. He finds a crashed Cybertronian ship and meets the 12 knights of giant just Transformers, and they were 12 knights too. They give him a staff that allows him to control them while they combine into a three-headed dragon and destroy the army, pretty much.
Yeah.
No.
So you kind of get it from
And
right
you kinda
there.
get it. There's the staff of power that the evil being whatever wants, Quintessa, and that's pretty much it.
But then they
So-
go into like an hour and a half to 2 hours of explaining
So
this
much
through like just unnecessary, like focusing the movie on humans. Mark Wahlberg especially, there was like 29 times where he's like doing this. Ah, ah. It was like, what's going on? I mean, they put him in some just ridiculous situations. They didn't focus. You don't see Optimus the entire movie. They give you a little bit of the Dinobots, which I think was the biggest knock on the last movie, The Age of Extinction, was you didn't see enough Dinobots. And then when you did, what the hell was going on? There was like baby Dinobots, and you got Grimlock in there for like 2.5 seconds, and then he's gone. I mean, it was just, it was lackluster. And I think one of the worst things about the movie is they kind of killed Hot Rod for me. If you can see right here, this is Hot Rod, and he's one of my favorite characters. They killed him. They gave him a, what was it, French accent. They gave him an accent so thick that the British chick in the movie, who they focused on too, who was a less hot Megan Fox. I'm like, thanks for trying, but you didn't find her. She just brought in Megan Fox again. So they brought her in. She couldn't even understand his name, his pronunciation. It was so ridiculous that even Anthony Hopkins' character was like, well, he doesn't have to talk that way. He chooses to. And it just killed it for me because Hot Rod should be a young, cocky punk because he takes over for Optimus. In the original movie in 1986, he takes over for him. He eventually gets the Matrix, who destroys Unicron. Who was Unicron in this movie? How do they introduce the Transformer world to Unicron?
Earth is Unicron.
Earth is Unicron. Wow. I don't know if you guys know Unicron. Unicron is a gigantic planet that would eat the Earth. The Earth is nothing, and now all of a sudden he's the Earth. And what about Optimus? What happens to Optimus, man? He's floating in space from the last one, right? Fighting his creator, right? He's fighting his creator by floating and getting frozen in space.
And then he just ends up on Cybertron.
Ends up on Cybertron
and
somehow.
Quintessa, who is the villain in the movie, literally turns him
in
evil
like 30 seconds.
In 30 seconds.
30
just
seconds.
instantly.
Like, I'm your creator, and Optimus doesn't question any of this. He's just like, yeah, let's go kill Earth.
Yeah, and then under her...
Let's do it.
And
Like,
then
what?
we don't see him for like almost the entire rest of the movie.
Yeah.
He's just gone until he comes back, and then when they come back at like the starting of the climax when Optimus is finally back,
the last 30 minutes of the movie, maybe.
All he does is say his name. He's like, I am no friend of, I am Nemesis Prime. And then when they turn him back, when Bumblebee turns him good again, he's like, I am Optimus Prime, protector of Earth. It was so cringy.
It was like
It was
just
so-
name dropping.
Name
I am
dropping.
up. Don't forget that I am. I am. And it's like what's going on right now? Like this is terrible,
Yeah,
man.
So
And they just didn't really go in the direction that I was hoping they would. I mean, Unicron. I didn't understand how Cybertron was gonna kill Unicron by taking him out of the Earth and absorbing the thing. But then Unicron was like coming out of the Earth. I didn't understand any of
yeah,
it.
so Quintessa on Cybertron takes over Optimus to find the staff that Merlin had, and coincidentally, the British chick who is Mark Wahlberg's love interest is the descendant of Merlin and is the only one who can use the power of the staff.
Who really didn't do anything. She just kind of grabbed onto the staff, and then like somebody came and like hit Quintessa, and then she just disappears, and it's all problem solved, done. And then Mark Wahlberg has this thing that this ancient transformer hands him, this little
Yeah.
coin thingy.
It's
And he-
the talisman. And
Talisman. He puts it on him. It does nothing.
One of the 12 Guardian Knights was in Age of Extinction, and they rediscover him after the destruction of a football stadium. And after the Guardian Knight gives him the talisman, was like, "You are the chosen one."
Yeah,
You have
these
the
little
qualities
kids
of the night. And he's
Randomly went on the site they weren't supposed to. It was like abandoned
Yeah.
stadium, and they were like got in trouble, and somehow they find this thing, and he gives it to Mark Wahlberg because Mark Wahlberg's just running around saving people, you know.
And we never see it.
And then
it doesn't do anything.
It doesn't do anything.
Doesn't
Mark
do
Wahlberg
anything.
didn't do it. Like, you are the chosen one. Chosen one for what? To save Optimus from getting stabbed with the sword? Is
No
what
one
happened?
saved.
He didn't do. Nobody saved anything.
No, it was so stupid. So it was so stupid.
How are you the chosen one? Can you show me why he's the chosen one? Does he defeat Megatron? No, it's either Optimus, this dude Hot Rod, some other. It could have been Bumblebee. It was just there was no direction. It went just all over the place, man. They lost it. It was pretty disappointing. Coming from a Transformer fan, I'm like, look, you guys forget what you're trying to do, okay? You're trying to sell me these, okay? I want to buy new ones, cool ones. And now I know why the third party, the after party things are making it, because Hasbro and whoever's got this thing, I only could hope Disney takes it over, because Disney's doing it right with Marvel, and even DC's doing it right. Michael Mann is destroying it. I don't know if it's because it's his last one, but he destroyed this movie. At least give me some cool toys to buy, because I'm not going to buy a Mark Wahlberg figure, and I'm not going to buy that British girl figure. That's for damn sure. And Anthony Hopkins, I don't want Anthony Hopkins' sculpture in my living room. So for the love of God, just remember that the name of the movie is Transformers. Even in these movies we're watching right here, they focus a little bit on the humans, but it goes right back to the robots, the fighting it comes, you know what I mean? You got a little bit of humans, but there it was like 2.5 hours of humans, 30 minutes of robots. I would take the humans out of the thing. They could have just did a remake of the 1986 movie. They could have just did that in real time form, and I would have been happy as hell. But they didn't, man. They took it in a completely different direction, and it was awful.
It was painful. It was so stupid. Talisman. So the movie ends with Quintessa being destroyed, and this is the part that really sucks. So when Unicron, or when Cybertron is approaching Earth, who is suddenly Unicron, these giant horns start protruding from the Earth, which is Unicron's crown, but they're all separated because, you know, ancient Earth had this one big landmass.
And then it's separated.
It's separated.
Those horns are all over the place.
And so it was.
It doesn't make any sense that Unicron is the Earth, because either way, the Earth gets destroyed.
Either way,
Unicron wakes up, opens up, and all. What are the humans going to do? They're done.
they're done.
Or he gets absorbed into Cybertron, which I thought was going to happen, and then the Earth's done either way. The Earth is done either way. Either way, the Earth is gone. Because either Unicron wakes up, transforms, and he's dirt. He's not dirt. He's a robot. So he's trapped inside the Earth. I don't know, man. Kind of got ruined. I don't know where they go from there. I know they're going to do some Bumblebee spinoffs. We're just going to have to forget that whole line that Michael Mann did. Just forget it and just go on a complete, which happens in comic books. It's just going to be a new saga. Like, just forget that, you know? It's kind of like X-Men. You know, Logan died.
Yeah.
Okay, we have to start off because Logan doesn't really die. Everybody accept that, I guess. Because I thought they were going to go places, but maybe Michael Mann killed this thing. One of my friend Ryan told me that, and I was like, I didn't understand what he was hinting at. but now I do because I don't know how you can go forward with that. It kind of just destroyed characters and kind of just